cross is a symbol of Christianity, and this is because it reminds us of the sacrificial love of Christ. Jesus expresses this to us and to all of us through his passion and his death. Many in our world, even today, find it hard to believe in someone who was crucified. He's not a winner. I like winners. Greeks in the time of Jesus were renowned thinkers, and they saw the cross as a sign of sheer foolishness and weakness. In all their knowledge, they could not understand how God uses foolish things of the world to express his greatness. We see traces in the Old Testament of this cross. The wood on the first pile, which Abraham placed his son Isaac. The wood of the ark, which Noah built for his family and all the animal species to be saved. Furthermore, we see the foreshadowing of the cross in the wooden staff of Moses, which changed water into blood, and the staff of Aaron that blossomed on a single day and showed him to be the true high priest. The cross is a message for all believers today, especially during this time of pandemic, as we are all gathered in our houses. It gives meaning to the trials and to the troubles of the world, all 180 countries. But it stands as a symbol of love and victory. In the second chapter of the book of Sirach, it admonishes those who wish to serve the Lord to be prepared for temptations. This is just part of the Christian way. You're going to have tons of temptations, and you're going to probably have more temptation now that you're cooped up. Trials are an inevitable path towards attainment of salvation and victory. That's just how it is for Christians. Jesus tells us clearly to his followers when he says, if any man should come after me, he must forget himself, carry his cross, and follow me. He's saying it's time to drop your ego. It's time to put your big boy pants on or your big girl pants on. The rubber is hitting the road. The cross shows the sacrificial love of the one who hangs on it. It's clear proof of his love that he laid down his life for us and challenges us to do the same today for our brothers and sisters who are less fortunate. The early church fathers interpreted the four cardinal points of the cross as a symbol of Christ's love for us. And according to the fathers, the vertical points signify the height and the depth of his love, the horizontal points expressing the width and the breadth of that love. Their interpretation is closely connected to St. Paul's words that was prayed for the Ephesians to have the strength in times of trouble to grasp the breadth, the length, the height, and the depth of the love of Christ. My brothers and my sisters, make no bones about it, the message of the cross is a paradox. It seems to be a contradiction, but in death we have new life. This shows how that which is dark, which is a cruel instrument, which is a dark instrument of torture, turn into an instrument of light. Likewise, my brothers and sisters, suffering and pain can bring about unimaginable blessings in our lives. It can be and will give you sometimes a newness of life. Many who face death tell us that death and even sickness that brings on death is a great teacher. The tree of death my brothers and sisters, tonight has turned into a life-giving tree. In the very beginning, it was a tree that brought down Adam, brought down Eve. But now under Jesus, a new tree has brought about the glory for us, a new Adam. This is so because by his cross he has redeemed the world. By his stripes he has redeemed the world. It speaks eloquently about the temporal victory of evil over what is good. My brothers and my sisters, if you see evil around you, and you will, it is only for a time. The apostles themselves saw in the cross the secret of success. Success! But they did see it as a secret of success. And one of them exclaims, "As for me, however, I will boast only about the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ." Good Friday is a day to pause and to think of the meaning of the passion, death of Jesus Christ. It also is a time to reflect on how his wounds bring healing to many of us, and how his death offers us a ticket to salvation. The cross has a pride of place in Christianity, just as the incarnation and resurrection are important landmarks in the economy of Christian salvation. The hope of resurrection gives meaning to the passion and death, which is commemorated tonight, this evening on Good Friday. The cross then becomes a symbol of our hope, which blares out the message, no crown without a cross, no cross without a crown. My brothers and sisters, the old saying still rings true, no pain, no gain.